Okay. So let's go ahead and just start in a comfortable seat. You can place a block underneath you if you need a little boost. And just sit up nice and tall, close your eyes. And let your elbows just hug in towards the side body. As you draw your shoulders back, feel this natural ability to lift through the spine and draw in through the chest. And just notice your energy levels this morning. You tend to have a pretty good idea when you wake up in the morning how you're feeling. And however it is that you are feeling, try to just release those ideas or maybe expectations based on those feelings. So you can really soften just into the experience of your breath in your body. And we're going to start with Viloma Pranayama, which is a step breath, where we inhale a little bit and pause, and inhale a little more and pause. So we really meet those expectations along the way just by being able to pause and not fill up all the way. So take an inhale through your nose, draw the breath in deep. And then open your mouth, sigh it out. And then pause at the bottom. And then inhale just a third of the way and pause. Inhale 2/3 of the way, hold it in. And then fill up all the way to the top and just linger. Just soften the neck, shoulders back. And then open your mouth. Completely empty. Inhale again, third of the way, pause. 2/3 of the way, pause. And then inhale and fill up completely and hold it in. And then exhale, release the breath. Last round, inhale, third of the way, pause. 2/3 of the way, inhale, pause. And then all the way to the top, hold it in. Maybe tuck your chin for this one. And then lift your chin, sigh the breath out. And then inhale through your nose. Now through the mouth. One more inhale. Find that smooth stream, patient. And then exhale, release. Seal your lips and draw into Ujjayi breath again, in and out through the nose. Just finding that steady rhythm of the breath that we can set our practice upon. Pulling away from the mind and being more just in tune with our body. Being able to draw away from any expectations and really adjust along the way, recalibrate along the way, however you need to. And then blink your eyes open just when you're ready there, and Come to hands and knees. And spread the fingers wide. Just start to work the spine through a series of cow and cat. Maybe 2 to 3 times, and adding on anything else. And downward facing dog, just lift the hips there. Drop the head. Paddle out the legs. Spread the fingers wide. And feel the inner palm firm down as you hug your forearms in and then draw your outer hips back. Push them out away and feel that stretch through the outer armpit, but then hug inner to outer shoulder so you feel broader through the upper back as you lift your belly. And then inhale, ripple forward to high plank. Exhale, go back to downward facing dog. Tap on the heels, ripple forward, plank pose. Look up, exhale, lift your sitting bones. Let your head release last, heels down as you shift to downward dog. And again, high in the toes, chin to chest, ripple forward to plank. And then look forward, lift the sitting bones, draw the hips back, and then head releases, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward to plank. Push them out away, shoulder heads back. Gather the belly and then scoot forward from your toes and find that same lift of the chin. And then draw your chest broader. And then keep the belly lifting as you just bend your elbows. Inhale, back to plank. Exhale, hinge forward from your toes. Keep the chest broad, chaturanga. Inhale to plank. And then exhale, broaden the chest, lower down all the way to the belly. Cobra pose, but first taps the feet, forehead down, curl the shoulder heads back, and then lift up. It can be just a little bit. And then exhale, lower down. Shoulders back, firm through the thighs and pubic bone. Inhale, lift the chest. Now exhale, lower. You might walk your hands back a little bit, shoulder heads back. Inhale, lift the chest more than anything. And then child's pose, exhale, sit back. Turn your palms up. Maybe rock a little side to side. You might set an intention based on what it is you are feeling right now. And then shift forward to tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. And inhale, look to your hands and step your feet to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees and roll the stand. Stretch your arms up. Take a breath in. Palms to heart, Samasthiti. We'll flow through 3 rounds of Sun A. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Now exhale, fold forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Stretch the belly forward. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, lift the chest, stretch the belly more. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full inhale so you can pause at the top. Full breath out, little pause at the bottom. Look forward, inhale, bend the knees. Feet to hands, exhale. Inhale, shoulders back, look up. Exhale, fold. Rise to stand, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Draw your hips back, chest forward, inhale. Quietly, chaturanga. Inhale, linger at the top. Down dog, exhale. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, feet to hands. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Fold forward, exhale. Let's come to chair pose, Utkatasana, feet together, arms up, front ribs back. And then spiral your pinky fingers back as you hug your arm bones down. Maybe sit a little lower there. Take an inhale. And then fold forward, exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, Vinyasa, step, hop, or float. And downward facing dog. Soften the jaw. And then lift your right leg up. Inhale. Draw your right knee to your right upper arm. Exhale. And then leg up and back. Inhale. Cross it under and over. Keep the hands, extend the leg over, and then ground the left heel down for fallen triangle. Stretch your left arm up. Maybe overhead. And then arm up. Inhale. Opposite side, side plank. So left hand down. Stack the heels. Plug your left shoulder back. Really anchor to that left side. Rotator cuff. And then stay a wild thing. Step behind with that right leg. And then continue to lift up through that left side. Drop the head. Maybe bend your right elbow towards your right hip. And then back to side plank. Inhale. Draw right knee to chest. You can grab the shin or keep the right arm vertical and step right foot top of mat. Easy twist. Inhale. And then circle the arm back and down. Fold over the leg. Exhale. Inhale, easy twist. Arm up. Exhale, left knee down. Stretch the torso high. Arms up. Look up. Inhale, go up and back. Exhale, bend both elbows down. Lift the heart. And then hands down, feet meet, top of mat, fold. Chair pose, inhale. Halfway forward, lift the heels, sweep the arms, exhale. Heels down, arms up, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Take it through your flow, exhale. Downward facing dog. Stretch your right leg up, inhale. And then walk your hands to your left foot. You can bend that left knee, get the heel down. Standing splits, exhale over the left leg. And then inhale, find a flat back and roll your right hip open. Hug your left hip in. Maybe stretch your right arm up. Stretch the legs apart. Keep gathering your low belly. And then right hand down, square off your hip. Little softening of the left knee. Look forward. Turn the right toes down. And then walk your hands back to dog. Exhale. And then pull your heart toward your thumbs as you hug your upper arms in. Keep looking slightly forward. Think up dog in your chest. Maybe left hand towards left hip. So it's cross diagonal balance here. Hugging in through that right thigh. Back through the left hip. Navel lifts, heart forward. 3, 2, turn the right toes down. And then left hand down. Now we're gonna take L hops to the top of the mat. It can be just little hops there off that left leg. We're gonna land on the left leg, so don't switch your legs. You're gonna have to keep hopping forward, high or low, but land light. And then left foot between your hands. You're on your right hand, horizon lunge. Pivot to the blade edges of your feet and get that stretch of that left hip. And then pivot around to your right. Hop your left heel up. Straighten your right leg, Skandasana. And you can fold in between your legs or stay upright. Maybe even an eagle arm here. Left arm on your right. Lift your chest, twist a little to your right. And then get your hands down. Get your right hand behind your right leg here. And then find a wild thing here. Your hands are turned out to the right, maybe a little more towards the top end of the mat. And then draw your hips down enough. Use your hands to support this transition to right side warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior, tip to your left. And then exhale, start to cartwheel your hands, pop to the ball of your left foot, and then come right to prayer twist to your right. Meet your feet, left elbow, right thigh, hug your belly back, sit lower, take an inhale. And then exhale to fold. Inhale, lengthen. Vinyasa. You can step back, you can hop back, just find your flow. Downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up there, inhale. Left knee, left upper arm. Leg up and back, inhale. Left knee, right upper arm. Keep the hands down, extend the leg over, and then ground the right heel down, stretch your right arm up. Falling triangle. You can take the arm overhead, and then roll the chest up. Stretch your right arm up, look down, inhale. Opposite side, side plank, so right hand is your base, stack the heels. Hug your right shoulder head in the socket, glide the scapula underneath you. Stay a wild thing. Take an inhale there, and then exhale to side plank. And then stand on your right leg, keep lifting the right side body, left knee to chest. Grab the shin with the left hand or keep the left arm up. Slowly step, tapping out. Good, inhale, left arm up, easy twist. And then circle the arm back and down as you fold, exhale. Circle the arm forward and up, right knee down. Inhale, Anjane. Exhale, cactus nuts. Arms up, inhale, and then come right to forward fold. Right foot meets left, exhale. Inhale the chair. Exhale, lift the heels, sweep the arms, chest forward. Chair pose, inhale. Sit even lower. And then fold forward, exhale. Outer hips back, heart forward, look up. Inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Step, hop, float. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up. And then walk your hands towards your right foot there. Come into your standing splits. Keep lifting the outer right hip up as you root through the right heel. And then find supported warrior three of your hands there. And then roll your left hip and shoulder open. Maybe left arm up, half moon in the right hand. Keep hugging your right shoulder, head back, lengthen through the right side body. Lift through the left inner thigh. Back to standing splits, inhale. Square off that left hip. And then lengthen your spine out, bend your right knee and walk your hands towards the top of the mat. But keep that right heel down. Hug your upper arms in, but draw the side of your heart toward your thumb so your shoulder blades gather on your back body. You might firm through that left hand and challenge your cross-diagonal balance here, right hand towards left leg. Right hand towards right hip. Lift from that left inner thigh. And then right hand down there. Keep that strong arrangement of the legs. We're going to hop the right foot towards the top of the mat. So stamp your left heel up. Try not to find that banana back. Knit the front ribs. Draw your right hip back. And then right foot lands. Right to your horizon lunge. So on the blade edge of both feet. Inhale. Right side Skandasana. Heel lifted. Exhale. You might fold between your legs or eagle bind. Just hands down. And then taking the left hand behind our left leg, turn the hand out and then lift into wild thing from here. Take an inhale. And then sit back down, left side, warrior two. Exhale. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, hop to the ball, the right foot. Come through arrow lunge. Bend the right elbow. Prayer twist to your left. Take an inhale, sit lower. Back to center, exhale. And then sit your bottom down, inhale. Grab behind your thighs, exhale. And then take your arms up there, inhale, cross your index, or point your index finger straight up, interlace your fingers, and then exhale, arms to the right. Inhale, arms up, lift your low back, exhale, arms to the left. You might straighten your legs. Inhale, and just alternating to the right. Inhale up, to the left. Inhale up, exhale right. Inhale up, exhale up. Twice more each side. And then release the arms up there. Coil forward, get your heels underneath you. See if you can come right to chair pose there. Inhale, sit even lower. Push through your feet, rise to stand, exhale, take an inhale, look up, knit the front wrist back, draw a line back, and then fold forward. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Vinyasa, step, hop, float. Take it through your flow. And then take 3 full breaths there. Start to make your way back to down dog. We're going to add on to that. Just stretch your right leg up, inhale. Fall in triangle, so right knee toward your left arm. Take the leg over, stretch your left arm up. Left arm overhead, inhale. You might lift the right leg. To opposite side, side plank, exhale. Wild thing, inhale, lift out. Exhale, opposite side, side plank. And then left, right knee to chest, inhale. Take it right to warrior one. Once that right heel comes the left thumb, exhale. Lift up through the side ribs, cinch through the waist. Inhale, look up, maybe hands press. And then exhale, get your hands down, step the right foot halfway back. Lift your left leg up, shoulders over wrists. We're gonna switch hop our feet, our legs in air 3 times. Lean the weight toward your hands. Hop and switch your legs, that's 1. Hop and switch your legs, that's 2. And then hop and switch your legs. Left foot lands. Warrior one, inhale, arms up. And then interlace, exhale, humble warrior, fold. And then from low to high, take off, warrior three, inhale. Bend your left knee, pour weight in the left heel, fold into standing splits. Get your hands down when you're ready, exhale. Find that same lifting from the right inner thigh there. And then get your hands down. You might hop back to the ball of the foot, shoulders over wrists. You can just step back, take your flow, or hop up 2 to 3. Maybe an L, maybe straight up and down. And then through your vinyasa. Inhale, stretch your right leg up. And then exhale, roll your hip open, stay back in down dog, just right knee to right side body, exhale. Inhale, leg up and back, square it off. Now shift shoulders over wrist, right knee to right upper arm. Leg up and back, stay in dog, roll the hip open, right knee, right side body. Leg up and back, inhale, right knee, right upper arm, exhale. One more like that, inhale. Keep your hips back, roll the hip open, hug it in. Leg up and back, square it off. Right knee, right upper arm. Good, inhale, leg up and back. And then exhale, look forward. And then slowly, let's first walk your hands back a little bit. Melt your heart toward your thumbs and see if you can come back to that left arm, reaching toward your left hip, cross diagonal balance. You're using that left hip strength. We just worked with that right knee, side body, right knee, right arm. Should be talking to you. Now left hand down. We'll keep that arranged with the legs. Stamp your right heel up. We're gonna hop the left foot between our hands. 3 to 5 times. We'll just hold your L. So about a 15-second journey. And then left foot lands. Come right to horizon lunge. Inhale. To Skandasana. Exhale. Pop the heel up. Maybe right arm under or arms up. And then right hand behind that right leg. Inhale, lift through that left thigh, left hip. Inside out wild thing. And then exhale, drop the hips. Use your hands or not, right side warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Prayer twist to the right, exhale. Hug your hips in. Inhale to center. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step back, hop back. Maybe skip the vinyasa, just take it through. Downward facing dog. Notice your expectations. See what's more applicable for you this morning. Just as you notice, and maybe just adjusting along the way so you meet yourself wherever you need to. Stretch your left leg up, inhale. And then fall in triangle. So take the leg over, round the right heel, stretch that right arm up. Maybe over, maybe lift the left leg. Keep lifting the left hip up. Look down to your left hand, right arm up, inhale. Opposite side, side plank. Exhale. Center all around the belly, hug your right shoulder back to wild thing. Inhale. Back to Vashisthasana. Exhale. Left knee to chest. Inhale, start to square your hips and chest. To step left foot to right thumb. Spin your right foot out. Inhale, first warrior. Exhale, stay. Lift with the sides of the heart, maybe palms press. Take an inhale there. And then exhale, get your hands down. Step your left foot halfway back, shoulders over wrists. And then hop and switch your legs for 3. Hop and switch. Hop and switch. Right foot lands. Warrior 1, right foot forward. And then clasp and bow. Humble warrior. And then from low to high, look forward, hug your right hip in, take off. Bend your right knee and keep the right heel really firm as you fold. Bring your abdomen to your thigh. And then hands down, standing splits. And then take your vinyasa. It might just be one hop up. Get a little hang time there. Vinyasa. Downward dog. Stretch your left leg up. And then stay back on the hips. Just roll your hip open, knee open. Hug your thigh to your left side body. Leg up and back, square it off. Roll it open. Now travel shoulders over wrists, left knee, left upper arm. Leg up and back, inhale. Keep your hips back, knee to thigh. Side body, exhale. Leg up and back. Core plank, left knee, left upper arm. Down dog splits, inhale. Keep the hips where they are, left thigh, left side, exhale. Leg up and back, inhale. Left knee, left upper arm. Leg up and back, inhale. You might walk your hands back a little so you're firm to that right heel, but lift your left leg from the inseam Think up on your chest. Maybe right hand back toward your right hip. And then get your right hand down. Hug your hips in towards one another, thighs in towards one another. Take those little L hops off your right leg. Just 15-second or so journey. And then right foot between your hands, horizon lunge, inhale. Skandasana, right knee stays bent, exhale. And then get your hands down, so turn your left hand out, drop your hips, and then lift through that right hip, wild thing, inhale. Hips down, left side, warrior two, exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. And then exhale, prayer twist, right elbow, left fire. Hips back, inhale to center, and then exhale to sit. And then grab your blocks here. If you don't have them, just do your best. But take them to the lowest level, top end of the block, pretty much right to your hips, maybe a little forward on them. But what we're gonna do is keep our heels down. I just want you to lift your hips up. So you're contracting your psoas, but then lifting your belly and lifting your butt. But keep your heels down. And then keep your bum down, bring it down first, and then lift your feet. So if your hands are on blocks, lift your chest, just keep your hands down, and pull the mat back with your hands. That sensation is gonna help you lift your low back. And then feet down, lift your hips, keep your heels down. And then bum down, keep your hands down, lift your legs. We're gonna alternate, keep going, hips up, heels up, hips up, legs up. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now keep your hips lifted. I want you to see if you can lift your right leg, lift your left leg, lift your right leg, lift your left leg, lift your right leg, lift your left leg, hips back, lift both legs maybe. Bring your bottom down, and then knees to chest, just lift your low back. Navasana, inhale, draw your feet out, heels together, thumbs to heart, and then rock back like this, exhale. And then inhale, straighten the legs, keep your feet turned out. Exhale, knees together, come to your right hip, arms to the left. Inhale, center, feet out. Exhale, comes the heart, rock back like this. Inhale up, straighten the legs. Exhale, left hip, arms right. Inhale, feet out, thumbs to heart. Exhale, rock back. Inhale, sit up, lift your low back. Exhale, knees together, right hip, arms left. Inhale, center, turn the feet out. Exhale, rock back. Inhale, rock up. Knees together, left hip, arms right. And then inhale, turn the feet out. Exhale comes the heart and rock all the way back. Just find a happy baby here. And then bring your feet down. So we're gonna just come right to bridge. Nice chance or opportunity to just open up the front body, anchor down through your feet, feel right under your sitting bones turn on as you lift your hips and then interlace your hands underneath you. Feel that nice opening for the chest as you shimmy your shoulder blades towards one another. Push back into the back of the skull. Lift up a little through the chin. And then puff up through your heart. Hug back to your belly. Roll the inner thighs down. And then slowly lower down. I just want you to draw both knees to your chest with your arms extended alongside you. And then just hover your right leg. Close your eyes, soften the neck, and pull your left thigh to your left side. As you hug back to your belly, reach your legs apart. And then both knees in, inhale. Keep the right thigh, just extend the left leg, exhale. Take an inhale, pull the right knee towards your right shoulder more. And then exhale, both knees in. Inhale, just extend the right leg. Exhale, pull without using your hands, left knee towards left armpit. Both knees in, inhale. Extend left leg, exhale. And then both knees in, inhale. Rack up the chair. And then step back to plank. Lift your right leg up, inhale. Now just like we did on our back, right thigh, right side body without rounding your spine. So try to keep just more of a neutral spine here. But lift your right thigh towards your right side, abdomen. Inhale, leg back and down. Exhale, lift the left leg, thigh to chest without rounding your spine. As you reach back to the right heel, draw forward through the left knee. And then melt the heart a little as you lift up through the thigh. Twice more. Leg back, right knee to chest. Exhale, pull in. Melt the heart, soften the neck. Leg back. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, thigh to chest. Try not to round the spine. Inhale, stay. Exhale, left leg back. Last one. Right thigh to chest. Exhale, shoulders back. Lift the thigh, melt the heart. Right leg back, and then left knee to chest. Full breath in. Take it back to plank. Look forward, lift the hips. Drop the head last. Walk your hands to your feet there. Just come into your forward fold if you want hands under toes or peace finger grip, Pada Hastasana. Walk your ribs out your pelvis, find a little more length as you look up, and then bend the elbows out as you fold. And then get your hands down. Let's go into crow here. If you'd rather, you can skip crow and just find a toe stand, sit on your heels. Crow people, split the knees wide. Bring them high to the upper outer arms. Use your core here to feel the hips lifting. And then dome your upper back, push the mat away. Try to rock the weight more towards your fingertips. Trust yourself to lean a little more forward. If you fall, you just learn how not to. If you have room, you can shoot it back. If not, just feet down. And then fold forward. Walk it back, downward facing dog. Come back to your breath. Stretch your right leg up. Exhale, fallen triangle. So you might not bring the leg down at any time and just find that shape. Straighten the leg, maybe pulse it. Maybe arm overhead. Right knee to chest, opposite side, side plank. So your choice, wild thing or tree leg. So whatever venture you want to find here. And then take it through that side plank transition, thigh to chest. Try to square your hips, square your shoulders, push them out away. Warrior one. Inhale. Bring your hands down. Step your right foot halfway back. Lift your left leg up, and then hop and switch. Twice more, hop and switch. Hop and switch. Warrior one, left leg forward, inhale. Humble and bow. Clasp your hands and bow for humble warrior. Exhale. Keep your class, inhale up, stretch your arms up. And then take it through your flow. It can be via standing splits. You can just step back, maybe hop. You're getting it straight up and down, maybe to crow. Stretch your right leg up. And then we're gonna do that alternating again. So open the hip, thigh to right side body. Keep your hips back, leg up and back, inhale. Right knee, right upper arm, exhale. Leg up and back. Roll it open, thigh to right side. Leg up and back. Right knee, right upper arm. Leg up and back. Roll it open, hug it in. Leg up and back. Draw it into the right upper arm as high as you can, like you're in crow here. Leg up and back. Walk your hands towards your left foot a little to get that left heel down. Cross diagonal balance, left hand to left hip. Up dog your chest, you might grab your ankle. And then push your shin back. If you have the ankle from your left hip in, wrap your inner right bicep up, tricep in. You're externally rotating that right arm. If you have the ankle, soften the grip. Take it back. Single-legged dog. And then roll your right toes down, high in the ball of the left foot. And then just find those little L hops to the top of the mat. You might surprise yourself getting your hips up over your shoulders. Just trying to land light more than anything. And then that left leg lands. Take it right to horizon. Hips getting more and more open. To left side Skandasana. You might take arms up, eagle wrap, or thumbs to heart. But sit on your left heel. Spin your right hand behind and lift up. And then sit back on your left heel. Use your hands or not. Right side, warrior two. Just be careful of your knees. Draw your right knee to the right, reverse warrior. Take an inhale. Prayer twist to your right, exhale. So that left foot comes in line with right, and then twist. And then keep your twist, hug your right hip in, lift your left heel to your butt, flamingo. And then think chest forward, left leg back. And then go ahead and extend that left leg back. Just come right to revolve crescent lunge. And then round your chest back here, broaden through your clavicles, soften through your neck. And then open your arms, take an inhale. Keep your chest open to the right, open arms twist, exhale. And then take your right hand to your low back, left hand behind your head. And then I'm just gonna show you the choreography we're gonna do here. So if you just look towards me, we're gonna take our elbows back, float the hands from where they are on the low back and head, and then straighten the arms. And then we'll switch the legs on your breath out, rebend the elbow so it's opposite hand to head, low back. Elbows back, float the hands. Then straighten the arms, and then swim the arms. And then just bend the elbows, come back, elbows back, straighten, swim. Okay, so left hand, head, right hand, low back, But then come forward, we're gonna do it in warrior three. So lift the left leg up, knit your front ribs. Now lift your elbows up and hover your hands. Inhale, straighten the arms away from one another. Exhale, slowly swim. Inhale, bend elbows, hands to head, low back. Lift the elbows, hover, straighten. Exhale, swim the arms. Hand to head, low back. Elbows lift, hands hover. Straighten the arms, inhale, and then hover the hands, exhale. Good, from here, I just want you to do one more. So swim the arms, you thought it was over. And then bend the elbows, hands ahead, low back. Lift the elbows up from your right hip back. Hover the hands, straighten the elbows. Now sweep your right hand in front of your belly, and then lift up for hovering half moons. You're gonna firm the right hip in and contract through your left side body. So your right hand is just kind of floating in front of your tummy. Maybe you take that right arm overhead as well. Tap into the left side body there. Take another inhale. Bend the right knee. Land the left leg, come right to horse, exhale. So lift through the side ribs, draw the seat down, and then just take your hands to your knees here. Push your thighs back, and then dip your left shoulder to the center line. Inhale, center. Dip your right shoulder to the center line. One more each side. Left shoulder, and then right shoulder. And then inhale, come to your low horse, and then stretch your arms out. Draw your bottom back. Try to keep your heart a little higher than your hips. Little lift of the chin as you lift up through the biceps. And lift up through the belly. And then from here, we're gonna find a semicircle left side angle. So turn your left toes so they're straight to the top of the mat. Straighten your right leg and extend your right arm overhead. And just get as long as you can from right heel to right pinky. And then bend the left knee a little more as you push your upper arm into the knee. Hug under through the left hip and roll your chest open as you lift up through the side of the left side. Take another inhale. Keep your hips out low, reverse warrior. And then straighten your left leg, tip to your right. Take a full breath in. Trikonasana, exhale. Reach your left pinky. Take out the arms. If you want a half bind, go for it. Even if you want to find that cow face arm, it can be just a nice variation here. And then inhale, come up, pivot around to the top of the mat, step your right foot in, float your arms up, and then reverse prayer. Soften the left knee, draw the belly back, and just come into a flat back, push the mat away, pyramid pose, fold forward and down. And try to work your left hip back as you put more weight into your left foot. It's going to enable you to square off your hips. And keep lifting from that right inner thigh. Maybe just get your hands down. And then everyone, get your hands down. Float your left leg up and back. And then look forward, melt your heart, bend your elbows, come right to forearm or dolphin. splits. If you need to, bring your left foot down, just find dolphin. But drop your head, relax your neck. Push the mat away with your forearms. Hug your right hip in. Maybe pinch a Mayurasana. Shoulders over elbows. Gaze through the sides of the ribs. See if you can drop your gaze towards the back of the room without bringing the crown of the head down. And then bring your right foot down, straighten your arms, and then walk it back to your right foot. Inhale, lengthen. Left hand under shoulder, right hand to hip, twist, revolve, half moon. And then get your right hand down, walk it back to down dog splits. And then left knee to chest. Step your left heel to thumb, inhale, crescent lunge. Left leg forward. And then take your arms up, bend your right elbow, bend your left elbow. Find these box arms here, so the back of the head finds the forearm. And then knit your front ribs, lift through the sides of the heart. And keep the legs engaged or you fall out. Keep your belly really cinching as you lift the heart. This huge thoracic opener, extension, chest broadening, upper trap softening. And then arms up, inhale, knit your front ribs, standing splits on the left leg. So up to you, stay here or take another handstand. Maybe just testing the waters, release your expectations. Just make sure you're not falling into anything or anyone. Left foot down, and then curtsy the right leg behind. Squeeze the thighs together. Right hand in front, left foot, stretch your left arm up. And then we're going to take this into bound revolve half moon. So keep everything, just bend your right knee, left hand to right ankle, shrug your left shoulder blade back first. Then push your shin back and start to straighten your left leg. So right hand floor block, but firming the left hip back as you extend your spine out. And then exhale, release, no slingshot, come back to length, left hip back. And then step your right foot back 3.5 feet for revolve trikonasana. Walk your right hand back, stretch your left arm up. But then we're gonna thread that left arm between your right arm, left leg, grab somewhere around the outer right calf with your left hand. And then walk your left hand towards your left foot, maybe grab the ankle, rotate open through your right side body, hug back to your left hip. Let your head dangle. And then you can stay here. Take it into soldier pose. So walk the right hand out. Get your left shoulder under the knee. You're going to stand back on your left foot. Keep your chest revolving to the right. Left hand, right ankle. So your hands underneath your left thigh. Once you have the ankle, lift up through your hips. Maybe look off to your right as you start to straighten your left leg. And you can prop up to your right fingertips. That might help you feel a little more supported here. Or maybe just look back behind you. And then everyone get that right foot down, just sway a little side to side. And notice your expectations. Notice what came up. And a big part of just noticing and being able to readjust and adapt and shift along the way is just being okay with whatever came up along the way. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Rise to stand, take a breath in. Exhale, fold forward and down, breath out. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Take it back, Chaturanga, step, hop, float. Just step back. Downward facing dog. All right, second side. Inhale, left leg up. Fallen triangle. Take it across. You might hover the left leg. Maybe straighten it and tap the toes down. Lift the leg up. You can do that 3 to 5 times. Right arm up. Opposite side, side plank. And then your choice, tree leg or wild thing. Keep hugging that right shoulder in the socket. I like to take my free hand and grab them across my chest. Get your scapula underneath. Your right side ribs even more. Imagine you're holding something right under your armpit, like a pen. Top of the mat, left knee to chest. Slowly walk or step, heel to thumb, warrior one. Spin your right foot out, rise up, inhale. Hop and switch for 3. Right foot lands, Virabhadrasana A. Inhale, clasp. Exhale, humble. Take a full breath in. Find the bottom of the breath. Inhale to come up. Stretch your arms up and then exhale. Just take it through your flow. Might be through standing splits. And then hop back, step back, any way through. You can inhale, stretch your left leg up. Left knee, left side body, exhale. Don't shift forward at all. If anything, draw your hips higher and back. Straighten the leg, inhale. Left knee, left upper arm, exhale. Leg high, inhale. Roll it open, hug it in. Leg up, inhale. Left knee, left upper arm. One more each, inhale. Pause at the bottom of the breath. Soften the neck. Inhale, lengthen. Pause at the bottom. Push the mat away. Leg up, inhale. Square it off, turn the toes down. Notice if they're turning out. Walk your hands in a little so you're grounded to the right heel, then right arm back. Chest forward, you might bend the left knee. I call this dog bow. You might have a better name, I'm not sure. But mount your heart, draw your shoulder blades towards one another. Firm your right hip in. Take a full breath in. Soften your grip. Exhale, right hand down. And then taking it through those L hops, top of the mat. Just land light. Notice if that left foot's turned out. You want to keep your hips neutral, firm the midline, hug the thighs, upper arm, soften the neck. It's going to be right foot between your hands. Horizon lunge, inhale. Keep that right knee bent. Just spin on the ball of the foot. Exhale, Skandasana. Take a full breath. Left hand turns out behind the left leg, wild thing, inhale. Back to sit on the heel, Skandasana, exhale. Use your hands or not, left side, warrior two, inhale. Reverse warrior, exhale. Take an inhale, and then exhale, prayer twist. Right elbow, left knee. Drop the seat, lean the chest forward. Keep everything right heel to bottom, flamingo. Chest forward, right leg back, inhale. Exhale, stay. Inhale, revolve, crescent lunge. Exhale, maybe walk the arm down the knee more as you rotate open. Lift from the right inner thigh. Notice any edges you can soften. And then keep your chest open, open your arms. And then open arm twist. Flip the right palm, exalt. And then square your chest, right hand behind your head, left hand to low back. And then come halfway forward. Inhale, warrior three. Soften the left knee a little. And then just lift your hands. And then straighten your arms. Exhale, swim your arms. Bend the elbows, hands to head, low back. Lift your elbows, hover your hands. Straighten your arms, inhale, away from one another. Exhale, swim your arms. Bend your elbows, hands to head, low back. Lift your elbows, hover. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, swim. Hand to head, low back, last one. Lift the belly, lift the hands, straighten the arms. Swim the arms, inhale. Float your left arm across your belly. Open up, hover half moon. And I need to bring my foot down here. My left hip's talking to me. Again, be okay with that. Your expectations might be to find the shape as deep as you can, but adjust and recalibrate along the way. Maybe float the left arm out. Full breath in. Step back, heels out. Heels in, toes out. Come right to horse. And then same. Hands to knees if you want, elbows to inner knees. Bring your hands around your ankles, push the thighs back. I think it's nice to stay here, maybe drop your gaze underneath you. Or you can float your arms forward just like before and lift your chest parallel to the floor. Take one more full breath. And then right side, extended side angle, so just pivot on your feet. Right hand inside foot, left arm up and then overhead. Work your bicep behind your ear. Lift to the right side body, push to the left foot. Keep your hips this low. Inhale, reverse. Just straighten the right leg. Trikonasana. Reach through the right pinky and then exhale, tuck the arms. You might find a half bind. You might float the right arm up or cow face your arms. And come back up. Take an inhale. Step your left foot in. Reverse prayer, hands to your hips. Shoulders back, tailbone down. Lift your chin, soften the right knee. Inhale, stretch your spine out. Lift your belly. Push the mat away with the ball. Your right foot fold. Pyramid pose. Heart forward and down. Right hip in and up. And get your hands down. Float your right leg up and back. Bring your forearms down. Take it right to dolphin. Dolphin splits. Or pincha mayurasana. Bring your left foot down, lift the elbows up, and then walk your hands back to your left foot. Inhale, find supported warrior 3. Exhale, left hand to hip, revolve half bend. Twist to your left. And I think it's really interesting as we practice more and more, just to notice those little voices that ask, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing more? Or kind of prodding, you can do handstand or pincha mayurasana, why aren't you doing it? And ultimately, this practice is to help calm that craziness of the mind, soften those doubts, that analyzing, that judgment. Bring your left hand down, take it back, down dog splits there. And then just right knee to chest. Step your right heel to thumb, come up to crescent lunge. And then bend your left elbow first, right elbow second. And then find this extension up and out, tailbone slightly forward as you lean back, but lift up. Take one more full breath. And then exhale to standing splits. Knit your front ribs first. Keep that core awareness, that looping of the belly. Your choice if you want to just challenge your hip flexors, no arms, or a handstand. There's a difference there after the hip flexors are pretty good and open. You can really get your hips up. Engage the feet. Find your center line. Try to drop your gaze. And then left foot down. Take your right leg behind for your curtsy. Left hand in front of toes, twist. And it's such a good place to find bound revolve moon, because you want to keep a good bend in your right knee as you lift your left leg and just bend the knee enough to catch the ankle. But first, get your right scapula back, and that's going to manipulate your chest to revolve. So your heels to your sitting bone, then push your shin back. And then work your outer right hip in, as well as your left outer knee in, like a magnetic kind of drawing into the center. And then lengthen out through your chest. Take another full breath there. Soften your grip, exhale, slow release, revolve moon. And then step your left foot back, spin it out, walk your left hip hand in. Inhale, and then thread between that front foot and arm. Right hand somewhere up that left calf. And then start to walk your left hand toward your right ankle. So it's a bound revolve trikonasana. You might let your head just dangle there. Push some out of the way with your right foot. Keep working your right hip in. Glide your left shoulder blade to the spine. Hollow out your left armpit. Breathe into every crevice of your body here. Notice the experience of the breath. Stay here if you're happy, or fold your right hand behind the ankle. Come your left fingertips, your right knee's pushing into the calf as you look down, and then grab right hand, left ankle. Shoot your left knee up from your right hip in, drop your head down. You might look off to the left. Be okay with falling out, just be careful. And then look down. Everyone step that left foot to meet your right foot. And then fold and sway a little side to side. And then inhale there and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. One more half sunny. Take an inhale, come all the way up. You might take it back if you're comfortable doing a drop back, feet hip width apart. And walk your feet in, turn your feet out a little. Find the strength of your legs there. And then fold forward and down. Inhale, lengthen. Take it through. Step, hop, float. Downward facing dog. Just come to hands and knees. And then take your right leg back. And then bend your elbows, knees, chest, chin. Good. Maybe walk your heart forward, walk your hands back, lift your shoulder, heads up, maybe lift your left knee. Left knee down, right knee down. Inhale, straighten the arms, you're in cow. Exhale, round, sit back. One more, inhale, tabletop. Find your center line, left leg back. Turn the toes down, firm the belly. Look forward, lengthen the midline. Exhale, mount the heart. Walk your hands back, keep the heels of the hands down, lift your shoulder, heads up. Maybe lift your right knee. Keep clawing the mat with your fingertips. Bring the knee down, bring your left knee down. Inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, round the spine, sit back. And then sit up on your heels. And then just preparing now. The spine is warm. The legs are strong. We're going to come up for camel pose, Ustrasana. So taps the toes down or curled under. Hands to low back. And then inhale, curl, lift through the thoracic spine. Draw a line back, maybe hands inside the heels. Keep lifting your inner thighs and spinning them back as you draw up and back through the belly. And then inhale, sit up. Exhale, back to the heels. So option 1, headstand. Option 2, Virasana, or just stay on your heels here. So Shirsasana with the clasp behind the head, if you're comfortable. Make sure your elbows aren't splayed out there. And then lift your shoulder heads, or push them out away first. And then lift your knees, walk your feet in second. All right, so as you push them out away, hug in of the elbows, and then one knee at a time. You can just play with being a little ball here, thighs to chest. You don't even have to bring the legs up. And then eventually you can keep the knees bent and just draw your heels toward your bottom. And then lift up through your shoulders as you firm in through the upper arms. You're very light on the crown of the head. I like to work on piking the legs. Maybe tap the toes and then bring it up. And that's just going to challenge your hip flexors and your core. Or just stay and let the mind empty. Let the brain soften in the skull. Come back to the breath. And again, we don't always have to be doing something big in order to get the most out of it. At times it's just softening into the experience of the body. Start to make your way out. And sit back on your heels, so second set. Camel. Taps the feet down, maybe curl the toes under. All right, if you're comfortable more or less, you can do a drop back to wheel. Or maybe keep just that center line, that plumb line, and lean back, or Shavasana, Thunderbolt, then fingertips inside heels, then puff up. And so you keep that curl and then start to lean back. You know, again, you're working really more the front of the hips. Just keeping that curl, nothing else shifts. And then lean back. Start to make your way out. And then second set, inversion of choice. Maybe it's Panchamayurasana for this one. Or stay seated in Virasana or child's pose. And you can even just hold dolphin, just to counter the back bend by turning on the belly and reverse the blood flow. And if you're in your inversion, start to make your way out. And just make your way back to downward facing dog. And then look to your hands there. Take an inhale. You can find some pike hots here. Get your hips over your shoulders. 2 to 3 of those. And feet between your hands. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, fold. Just this last one, to rinse the spine. Inhale, flat back. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Stretch the body out more, front body out more. Downward facing dog. Bring your knees down, cross your ankles, and sit back. Let's come all the way to your back body. And then just bring your right knee over your left like an eagle bind. Drop your knees to the left. And just find a twist here. If you want, you can even think dancing Shiva, straighten the right leg, grab the blade edge of the foot, work your right hip away from your right armpit. You might even bend your left knee and grab your ankle with your right hand. And then come back through center, right knee on top, Supta Gomukhasana. Grab your ankles or around your feet. And then draw your heels either towards your armpits or towards your hips as you work your shins just out away from one another and squeeze your thighs. And gently release. Extend your right leg long. Interlace your hands around your left shin. And then left knee on top of right with the right heel down. Supine twist with eagle legs. Or you can straighten the left leg. Grab the blade edge of the foot with your right hand. Really scoot your right hip underneath you. And maybe bend your right knee. Grab the ankle. And gently release. Left knee on top of right, Supta Gomukhasana. Just grab around the undersides of the feet, ankles or calves. And then get as heavy as you can through your pelvis, the backs of the shoulders, as well as the back of your skull. Close your eyes, soften around the temples and the forehead. Soften around the jaw, the neck. Notice just your expectations even here. If you're able to maybe readjust based on what's more applicable today or truthful. Notice if you're able to shift them and maybe back off when you needed to. And just be content in being able to do that. And gently release the left leg long, right thigh to chest. And then releasing into Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of feet together. It might feel nice to lift your heels at this point and just loosely grab around your ankles. And then close your eyes. Or just keep your feet down. And settle into Shavasana then when you're ready. Just notice the blood flow circulating freely through the pelvis and the legs. See if you can trace that invigoration as it spreads through the torso and the arms, and the neck. Really just realizing that whole invigoration, circulation. That sense of ease just running through you, through your whole body. Notice how your ability to reset your expectations throughout your practice affects your ability to be content at the end. You're welcome to stay in Shavasana or start to make your way up into a seated position. Bring your hands to your heart as you bow your gaze. When you leave your mat today, just see if you can continue to adapt and shift your expectations. I think that applies to so much of what we do, not just on the mat, but throughout our lives. And gratitude for your time and for sharing this morning and this day ahead. Namaste.